The midday sun blazed mercilessly over the canyon, baking the rocks into fire and, turning the slow-moving river into a strip of silver heat. She stumbled through the shallows, her breath ragged, the cool water her only comfort against the scorching desert air. But shame burned hotter than the sun. The bandits had left her this way, stripped of her clothes, stripped of her dignity, and abandoned in a land that showed no mercy to the weak. Their laughter still echoed in her ears, cruel and mocking, as though the canyon itself carried their voices just to torment her. For a moment she thought of simply letting the current take her, of surrendering to the river's pull. Alone, defenseless, what chance did she have? But somewhere deep inside, a spark of defiance flickered. She would not give them the satisfaction of breaking her. Still, fear tightened her chest. Every ripple on the water, every rustle in the brush made her heart leap. Were they coming back? Were unseen eyes watching from the cliffs? Then came the sound, boots splashing against the riverbed. Steady, measured, growing closer. She froze, her body trembling, torn between hope and terror. A figure emerged from the glare of the sun, tall and broad-shouldered, his silhouette framed by the canyon walls. A wide-brimmed hat shaded his eyes, but even in shadow, there was something commanding in the way he carried himself. A man born of dust and danger, the kind who belonged to the frontier as much as the rocks and the sky. He stopped a few paces away, his gaze steady, his revolver at his side but untouched. His voice came low and calm like gravel rolling in the wind. "Ma'am," he said, not a hint of judgment in his tone. "Looks like you've had a rough time." Her lips trembled and words tangled in her throat. Shame pressed her down, but desperation lifted her chin. They stole everything," she whispered, her eyes glassy with unshed tears. For a long moment, he studied her, not with hunger, not with pity, but with a kind of hard-edged respect, as though he saw not just her plight, but the strength it took for her to stand there at all. Without another word, he shrugged off his worn coat, heavy and smelling faintly of leather and smoke, and draped it gently over her shoulders. "A lady don't deserve to be left like this," he said. The warmth of the coat was more than just cloth. It was safety. It was dignity returned. She clutched it tight, her heart pounding not just with relief, but with something she couldn't name. Who are you?" she asked. He tipped his hat slightly, his eyes never leaving hers. "Name's Colt, and I reckon those men who wronged you just made themselves my business." For the first time since the nightmare began, she felt a glimmer of hope. In the vast, merciless Wild West, where cruelty roamed free and mercy was scarce, she had found a protector, or perhaps fate had sent one. What she didn't yet know was that this chance meeting by the river was only
the beginning of a trail that would lead them into blood, fire, and shadows deeper than the canyon itself.